Back.
Thank you very much, Roland. Good morning, everybody. Yes, it is morning out there. You can see the sunrise here on our WeatherBug camera out in the Kingsville area. Lots of sun, very few clouds. That's the interesting part. We have humidity down low, but above we're very dry. That's why we're going to have wall-to-wall sunshine and no real chance of any kind of rain through the weekend. If you need dry weather, that's what we got. 78 right about now. It feels like 81. Yesterday got up to 94, and we'll be right about there again today and right on through the weekend, which is a little bit closer to our average this time of year. But, you know, we know that it's hot and steamy for July. The thing is, we're under a bit of a heat wave. Look at West Texas. Everybody's in the low 100s. And this heat wave extends all the way from Texas to Arizona, actually, all the way to the East Coast. This is the one that's really going to affect places like Chicago, all the way to New Jersey over the weekend with record-breaking temperatures. This is part of our global heating. You can't avoid it. You can't really ignore it anymore. It is becoming a problem because this is our atmosphere is gaining more and more pollution or carbon dioxide. And the more it gains, the warmer it retains the heat. So here it is retaining the heat, and it's going to be a tough weekend for them. Now, this map done by AccuWeather shows you the weather fatalities per year is heat as 100, okay? That is more than floods and tornadoes. So, while we laugh about it and complain all we want, it's a real serious problem, especially back east where they're not used to it, where their buildings aren't available for the ventilation that you need, all this kind of stuff. So everybody's under a heat advisory all the way to New England, okay? New England down to the Atlantic coast. So that's all part of our world today. Here are the temperatures: 97 in Chicago, and that's today. Tomorrow it could be pushing 100, as could much of the Northeast, and that includes Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Washington, D.C., all of them hovering at about 100. Now, here's the change, though. Here's the bubble of hot air, and then over the weekend it's going to start moving, and by Tuesday it's going to be parked over the desert southwest of the Four Corners. That is very important because then all of a sudden we have this big trough of low pressure on the west coast. So this is much cooler weather with the possibility of some rain to cool things down. We are also going to be affected by it. We're going to get some stormy weather up here that's going to drift down into Texas. Also, with less pressure on top of us, our temperature will come down a little bit, and all of a sudden we'll have enough instability to actually trigger a couple of showers. Wouldn't that be exciting? So I think next week's going to be much more interesting than this week. For harvesting, you better get it done this weekend because beginning on Monday, I'm looking at isolated showers pretty much every day. This is more of a summer weather pattern that we're used to. Some people are talking about a frontal system in July. I'm thinking, I don't think so. It is July. But the computer models are talking about it. But for one thing's for sure, it won't be like this next week with a much better chance for some isolated showers. We'll be back with more on Sunrise after this.